A fighter's physical appearance is not always a measure of his skill, but it plays a role in aesthetic appearance and is a measure of a fighter's readiness. A strong body is hard to break, so let's look at some of the best physiques in the UFC. Subscribe to the channel and enjoy the video.
He's a funny guy. Like, he's leaning into this whole secret juice thing. Like,
yeah,
he carries around this jug that says secret juice on it. Yeah. Do you think that he's on something, or do you think he's just like
The most tested fighter in 2023 is Paulo Costa, which is not an awe considering his appearance enhanced with secret juice. However, his Greek godlike body is the product of painstaking training and a reliable diet that he religiously pursued for years. Costa shared an 18-minute video on his profile where he talks about his diet, and he indeed uses a lot of supplements, but not one of them was found to be illegal in all his tests. He has giant and shredded arms, looks grotesque whenever he appears at the weigh-in, and sheds a great number of pounds. Costa regains most of those pounds before the match and appears in an even larger bodybuilding version. If we remember the fight with Adesanya, Israel looks like a teenager next to him. Turns out that the infamous secret juice is just a bunch of super healthy foods that suit his body, and this armor he wears is a result of that. Leon Edwards' physique is a textbook example of what long-term striking can do to your appearance. Rocky has very low body fat and has perfect proportions for a welterweight, which makes his body look super attractive. Leon's broad back and round functional shoulders look like he was perfectly sculpted from clay.
This UFC fighter should be a model, and he knows it.
I never seen a welterweight in my life with such small, slim waist like you. Can you explain this unique physique, and maybe when you go to mirror and looking at you and say, man, I have freaking small waist.
Small waist, a big back. I should be a fucking model to be fair.
His narrow waist makes him look like a supermodel and is rarely seen in today's MMA. The combination of strength training and cardiovascular exercises make him an absolutely perfect specimen. Hard work, strict discipline, and genetic predispositions play a crucial role in his fitness and physical appearance. For someone who's not overly muscular, Leon has huge quadriceps, which make his legs look awesome, and his kicks extra lethal. As well as looking good, he looks even better with the welterweight belt on, and Leon's body has proven championship performance.
I saw that picture of him recently. Did you see this picture? He looks ripped. He looks like, I mean, he's got like veins on his back. Have you seen this photo? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Aljamain's physique in the last few matches has attracted a lot of attention. Sterling's large for his division and walks around 165 and 170 pounds. And for the fight, he cuts to 135. If any of you have cut weight for a match, then you know it is not an easy task. However, Sterling's nutritionist does a perfect job with him and brings him to a weigh-in day with low body fat. And Aljamain looks like a superhero. Considering he's the 4th wrestler on the list so far, you could tell for yourself what kind of body wrestling training gives you, especially if you've been doing it for your whole life. When he's not preparing for a fight, Sterling looks average and far from quality form. But his transformation for each fight is incredible, and his secret is a crash diet. He's extremely picky about what he eats, and uses a unique and unconventional workout and diet plan. Aljo does cardio to remain lean and develop his stamina and endurance. He also does weight training to maintain his mass and strengthen his muscles. Because of all the above, we always see Sterling in top form and with a superb physical appearance. Edson Barboza is a man who deserves special recognition. In 13 years of competing in the UFC, Barboza has always appeared incredibly fit at the weigh-in. What's especially commendable is his age resistance. Edson is 37 and still shows up in top condition, ready to take on the younger fighters. His waist is somewhat reminiscent of Leon Edwards, and since both are strikers, we now know how to get a narrow waist. Even outside the fight camp, Edson walks with very low body fat, and his abdominal muscles are one of the best on the UFC roster. His attractive physical appearance makes him explosive and fast, and his body is perfectly made for the job he does. And at his age, he still looks good while doing it. Barboza was particularly enchanted with his last appearance in 2023, and at the press conference, he revealed that there is no magic potion involved, only hard work and training.
Your body, and people were just going crazy. I mean, what have you been doing? Just working out, getting your body healthy?
That's it.
Just work hard, try be healthy as possible, you know. But yeah, man, you get older, you need to understand your body, and now I feel strong and faster than ever, you know.
With 6 wrestlers on our list, we can safely conclude that wrestling is a superior discipline for your physique. Of all the killers from Dagestan that we had the chance to see, Islam Makhachev stands out with his physical appearance as well as his performance. It's no wonder considering that he's been in the sport of wrestling since he came out of his mother's womb. Round shoulders, strong big arms, six-pack, and great overall proportions are extraordinary. However, all this is deserved considering his way of life, which is reduced to training, religion, eating, and sleeping. Islam is considered one of the heaviest lightweight fighters, and he has a big advantage here with the body that he's cultivated for years, looking like he was carved in stone. Judging by the old pictures, even at the age of 20, Islam had the same physique, only less weight, and for the next 11 years, he only further developed into the Dagestani beast. Let's recall Dana White's comment on his back muscles.
Choke that he pulled off tonight, you know, was ridiculous. I don't know if you guys saw what I saw, but when he was squeezing his neck, when he had him in that, there was muscles popping out of like the back of his fucking neck and shoulders that I've never seen before. I didn't even know existed.
When you combine short stature, great genetics, and training for many years, you get the lightweight fighter Michael Chandler, who has a superb and natural physique. Jokingly known as a motivational speaker, he often releases videos of his strength and conditioning training, where we can see exactly what he does in his sessions. Judging by how he trains with weights and plyometrics, it's no wonder how he looks. Chandler's training is fast-paced, and the fact that he has been a wrestler all his life justifies his appearance. Watching him actively train and seeing how he looks just makes you want to get off the couch and do some hellish training. Michael is a 68-inch tall freak with inviolable body proportions that also make him mobile and dangerous, and he always delivers electrifying performances for his fans. Mike is a great and explosive athlete, and his body can serve as an example for anatomy classes because every detail of his body can be studied. When was the last time you saw veins on a man's abs and quadriceps without him being a professional bodybuilder? Never, right? If you thought middleweight Yoel Romero was a scary human being, take a look at Brock Lesnar, a heavyweight giant.
He would have been unstoppable. He would have been unstoppable.
He's a monster, brother.
He's a monster.
He still is. Still is.
He's like the biggest genetic freak maybe I've ever seen in the sport.
In just a few appearances at the UFC weigh-ins, Brock delighted everyone present, in the arena and in front of the televisions. Lesnar has a hybrid physique that is a combination of grappler and a bodybuilder, because they don't call him the Beast Incarnate for no reason. Now, the extent to which his appearance was done 100% naturally is up for debate, for sure. But it should be noted that even in his college wrestling days, Brock was an absolute beast. His traps are incredible, and his long and plump arms and puffy chest combined with his back resemble the appearance of a gorilla. Lesnar's bulky body also has a V-cut on the side of his abs, which is even more impressive considering his weight. His legs are also gigantic because they have to carry the beast's body.
Me and my crew used to go to the Royal Rumbles for a few years back. Yeah. There's 30 people, one comes out every minute, and that's where you really see what a freak he is.
Although in the last video we did comment on Yoel Romero's chin durability, he appears again in today's section as the best physique in the entire martial world.
The only guy who freaked me out was Yoel. Yoel Romero would look so big at 185, you're like, how is that 185? How is it even possible? He looks like a heavyweight.
At 46, Yoel showed that age is just a number, and that he really is a freak in nature. Whenever we watch his performances, we're always surprised at his mobility with all his muscle mass. What's interesting is that Yoel did not exercise his body with weights, but with body workouts. Of course, this does not mean he does not use weights at all, but it still looks like he sleeps with dumbbells. Even when he received a 6-month USADA suspension, it turned out that the company Gold Star Performance Products made a tainted supplement, and Romero filled his wallet with $27.45 million in civil court. A man with this look shouldn't be able to perform gymnastics miracles, and Romero jumps around the ring like a flyweight. Yoel is a stone made of rubber, and his appearance will hardly be surpassed by anyone. If today's video doesn't motivate you to start training, then nothing will. Just don't take that juice. We hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for staying till the end. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more content. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.